quickly starting on what we are. Uh, so everybody understands what's LinkedIn, what is the use of LinkedIn, how to build your profile, set up your company profile. We're going to talk about all of this today. Building a content strategy, what kind of the best practices, what you should do, what you should not do, uh, and a bit of the B2B examples and some of the, again, what students and young professionals should also utilize LinkedIn for. Before I jump into it, a quick introduction about myself. Myself, Rohan Mahajan. I've been working in digital for the last 8 to 10 years. I'm currently based out of Indonesia. Uh, Definitely, like Maureen said, from India, but working in Indonesia for the last 3 years with the one of the biggest advertising agencies in the world. It's called Omnicom Media Group. Definitely, you will go through my LinkedIn profile as well as I will go through it in details of each and every step. So I also have a few decks that I would want to share along with the deck that I'm sharing right now, so that you guys can also learn a bit about how to set up campaigns. What are the things that you could do uh, within the platform of LinkedIn itself? Okay. Please feel free to always ask questions and raise hands if you have any queries at any given point of time. So feel free to always put it in the chat box, and every 20 minutes, 30 minutes, I'll keep a look and keep checking for any questions and any concerns you might have. We'll also make it a very interactive session. So I will ask you guys to also do participates on the demo itself. So hopefully everybody has a LinkedIn account already. So be ready simultaneously to also jump into your LinkedIn accounts and start doing some of the demo demo activities live. Okay, before we start with LinkedIn, I'm sure everybody understands some of the digital marketing domains. It starts with a website, goes into SEO, which is search engine optimization. Then you look at your analytics of the website itself, and there are other paid channels such as SEM, social marketing, e-commerce, and a lot of the upcoming channels like influencer marketing, content strategy. I'm sure everybody has heard data is the new oil in digital marketing. People say content is also the king. So a lot of the focus is given on content, and especially when Google keeps changing its SEO algorithm. So a lot of the focus is given on the right kind of content, putting it on the right platform. And LinkedIn is one of the right platform for you to put in your content as well. I'll not go into the details of search and social. So quickly moving on, what have we seen during the the recent pandemic? Specifically, name it any market you say. I'm looking at Indian market. I'm looking at Indonesian market. I'm studying about Bangladeshi market as well. Everywhere the shift has been there, definitely on the online activities. So there's a lot of increase in terms of the overall shopping. There's a lot of increase in the time being spent for Netflix and other OTT platforms. A lot of the shopping purchases are happening not just for e-commerce, but also for your groceries, also for food deliveries, and a lot of the things which were not really supposed to be traded online or digital are coming into digital very soon. So it's kind of like, given the fact that 5 years of growth is in digital is happening in 1 year, which is definitely due to COVID. So when you look at the landscape of Bangladesh itself, there is about 66.4 million people available on online, who are actively on digital platforms, whether it's on search or social or websites. When it comes to social itself, so including Facebook and Instagram, there is about 36 million people. Out of those 36 million people, it is basically 22% of the population. And year on year, we see about 10% people increasing in the social numbers. Uh, when I look at the same in terms of LinkedIn, so this is a LinkedIn snapshot of the market itself. So there are about 3 million people which are active on LinkedIn. This is this year's data. So there are about 3 million people active, which is about almost about 3% of the population. And we see that when it comes to LinkedIn, it is about 3 to 4% increase in the numbers every quarter. However, in the terms of ratio itself, it's very much driven by males. So it's about 75% males and 25% females. Sorry, just checking in. Okay, quick. Right, so what exactly is LinkedIn? I'm sure everybody has an understanding of what LinkedIn is, uh, what is the what LinkedIn does, and what is LinkedIn being used by many people. So there's no particular definition, but having said that, it is a platform for you to connect with your colleagues. It's a professional network. First of all, please don't confuse LinkedIn as a social platform, comparing it to a Facebook or a Instagram. It is definitely not. So it's very professional. It's very related to the business that you do with your customers, or with other finding new leads or finding new uh, partners that you would want to search for. It's definitely very useful for B2B businesses, because it's the place which is so just to give you a Bangladeshi specific example. So if you look at the total population, and you look at LinkedIn population, so there is only 3% of the population on LinkedIn. And definitely the 3% of these population, which is 3 million, is those people who are professional, who are definitely intellectuals, who know and understand that why they are on the platform, because they either want to build connections, build their network, find new jobs, or connect with other people for maybe startups, maybe for other reasons. But they're all very, I would say, the premium of premium audiences available on the platform itself. And definitely, yes, it's a platform which the common perception is that you could, I'll post my resume and I'll get a job. But the reality is that there are about 560 million people which are globally there as well. So it's not just about 3 million people in your country, or let's say 40 million people in India, but it's about 560 million people who you could connect through the platform and basically reach out about your goods and services. You could reach out to new leads in different countries. You could talk to multiple people for job related things as well in other markets. So definitely it's not just just a place where you find job, but it's a place where you build connections for professional networking. So well, this is an older screenshot about a year and a half back, but the current number, like I said, it's about 560 million. So across different markets, there are different number of audience base. The biggest is definitely in US, which is about 150 at the moment. In India, which is the second biggest, is about 40 to 50 million right now. So about LinkedIn itself, definitely it's a, like I said, it's a network to connect with your colleagues, with your classmates. It's a network for you to boost your professional opportunities for next employment, or even for connecting with the venture capitalist, or showcasing about whatever you're doing professionally, whether you're taking new courses, whether you're doing uh, you're learning something, you're sharing some other content, you're having conversations with brands, and what you could do as a business is also reach out to all these relevant people who are there on the platform. So from a business standpoint, you are looking at very targeted audiences which are there for definitely there for multiple reasons, but at the same time, they know the platform is used for connections which are long lasting, which are for uh, you know reaching to the next levels and next heights, so to say. So without further talking just the basics, the first step in your journey through LinkedIn is to have your professional account, which is your own profile. And I'm sure I'm not going to teach you how to create a profile, because I'm sure everybody knows it's very simple. You have an email ID, you create your details, and you have a login credentials for your personal profile. You put in your uh, some of the details about where you're working, what you're doing, some certifications, some other activities that you're doing. So all of that is your personal profile. At the same time, from a company standpoint and from an advertising standpoint as a platform, you definitely need to have a company page. Uh, so you need to create a company profile. You could add you would add your work email and verify the official name of the business itself. You have to be very concise about the different things that your company is doing with the limited words that are available, and you add a banner and a logo next to it. I'll show you how to create it as well. So some of the sections that you see in the snapshot as well. So you will see that there's a big banner here, which is the big logo, big banner about the company. So they are trying to connect. They're trying to put in the people who connect. There's a logo of the company itself. A bit about Accenture, which is a IT services company, where they are based. It's headquartered in Dublin, and how many followers are there. Then there is a list of things such as home, about, life, job, people. There's a description that they've given. There is a contact info, which is the website, and some of the other details that are provided about the company itself. So I think this is very straightforward. I'll show you in the live profile of a company as well.